So this video, I just want to address the Breakfast Club. When it comes to the Breakfast Club, I ain't gonna lie. Bro, Charlemagne I rock with. I don't know the other people, but Envy. I got a huge problem with DJ Envy. You know what I'm saying, just because, like I said, for you to be somebody who went to Hampton, you know what I'm saying, and you know for a fact, you want to you got a platform for somebody to be able to go ahead and tell their story, tell their side and stuff like that. When things only amplify and get bigger, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm the person that I gotta be like, you know what, I do hype things up. You know what I'm saying? But also it's like I'm the person who just like, I look at it as far as like, that could have been a good collab though, cause at the end of the day, like, I look at it as far as like, you can't tell somebody, something bad like, nah, we not gonna rock with you, and then it's just like, boom, I rock with you though, cause that's what it seemed like you came off like. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of thing I'm not cool with, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, at the day more or less, like, you're going to be out in the city and stuff like that. So it's just like, it's always support, but it's just like, dang, bro, you're like, you should be somebody like, all right, boom, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got something to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go ahead and get it to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the main things about it, too, as well. My thing is, you feel me? I told you who I got issues with. You feel me? But for you to be like, nah, we go to downplay it. It's just like, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? So that day more or less, like, I ain't gonna say I can't. I was just like, damn, it's hard to respect, you know what I'm saying? That day more or less, just like, you as a radio person, you feel me? Like, everybody gotta have a job and stuff like that. They gotta do what they gotta do. But at the day more or less, like, if you know for a fact, like, you got some motion to be able to go ahead and be like, all right, bet, like, say what you gotta say. I believe you should do it, though. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Charlemagne. You feel me? I definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to always let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, I'ma still continue to go hard, do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But at day more or less, just like when there's certain things that could like really like gain traction and stuff like that. By now. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be something that you just like all right, boom, let's go ahead and put that in motion. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, DJ Envy, I came right with you for that. I ain't lying. And I just want to let you know, that's the reason why I don't watch The Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say I don't support them because that day more or less, the dog get a day and all that shit is always going to be funny. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, watching them, nah, I ain't going to say I watch them, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's because that day more or less, like, I look at it as far as like, hey, you know what I'm saying? No. You can't watch somebody who's just like, nah, we go downplay you like that. So that is what it is, though. You feel me? I'm the type of person stuff like that where it's like, all right, we still gonna be in New York. You know what I'm saying? We can still chop it up with people and see what everybody got going on. But that day more or less just like, yeah, that was literally an opportunity that could have been like, I just go ahead and figure out what's going on. So, everybody gotta do what's best for their career. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But it's better to be able to go ahead and just talk to a person, gain some money, and be like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? Like, either yeah, we can, or no, we can't. But, you got to figure out things a lot of your own, you know what I'm saying, too, as well. So that's the main thing about it, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I ain't really pressed about nothing. It is what it is, though, you feel me? So, yeah, I'm just going ahead and saying that, dealing with what I got to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Which is that, you feel me? So that's one thing about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being real about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no Breakfast Club for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no interview for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not saying set up part one, but as far as Envy, though, you know what I'm saying? I can't be on the same page as you right now. So, yeah, that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Big differences, though. So, But you want to talk about it and stuff like that, you know how to set it up. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go ahead and set it up and get it to it, though. Feel me? Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Go ahead and get that out there, though. But that is for Power 105 iHeartRadio. Son, this video right here though. So that's being real.